Welcome to Spoiler Street. Make sure to subscribe for more soap videos. In this video I will be discussing Coronation Street Spoilers next week, commencing Monday the 21st of February 2022. It seems like Joseph's grandma Linda is becoming a regular character again on Coronation Street, and she shows up to Chesney's house again on Monday's episode. She begins chatting to Bernie about Joseph, and you can sense the friction between these two characters. Linda recently found out about Bernie's part in Joseph's disappearance storyline, so Linda's opinion of her isn't very positive at the moment. Linda then offers to pay for Joseph to take part in a local activities club, which she thinks will be good for him, but Bernie doesn't seem very impressed with this idea. There is definitely a rivalry between Linda and Bernie, and it's just waiting to happen. Lydia continues her lies and manipulation of Sarah. She carries on gossiping to Sarah about her affair with a married man, and she keeps dropping very subtle hints that might make Sarah think she is talking about her husband Adam. She tells Sarah how the guilt was making her feel bad and tried ending things, but the married man refused to end things with her and can't accept letting her go. At this point, I think Sarah is starting to get curious about who this mystery man is, and Lydia continues setting up her evil plan to make her think it's Adam. Toya and Imran have a big announcement to make, and it turns out that they are engaged to be married. This comes as quite a surprise, as their relationship has had a lot of ups and downs lately over the last few months, including Toya finding out about Imran having a one-night stand with another woman. But yet, they are still getting married and decide to go public with their decision. The romantic moment isn't quite so romantic when Abby enters the restaurant. She and Imran have not seen eye to eye ever since he started looking after Kelly. Also, Abby is the one who had the one-night stand with Imran, making this even more awkward. The tension between Linda and Bernie continues as Linda suggests that Joseph should go and live with her in Portugal for a little while. Of course, this doesn't go over well with Chesney and Bernie, and they are rightly offended by her offering to take Joseph away from them. As they are rowing about it on the street, Joseph opens up the door, interrupting the conversation. Linda asks Joseph to his face if he would want to come and live with her in Portugal. They all look at Joseph and brace themselves for his answer. Coming up on Wednesday's episode, we see Dev and Stu on the street. Dev is annoyed as his wine order has arrived, and he has discovered it to be cheap and nasty and not what he ordered at all. Stu overhears this tense conversation Dev is having on the phone and decides to step in to help. Stu can see how stressed Dev seems to be over this mix-up and does a nice gesture in offering to buy the cases of wine from him. Dev seems shocked but very grateful and accepts the offer. It's unknown where Stu has suddenly got the money to pay for all this wine, or what his intentions are with the alcohol. Stu is currently working at the Speed Dial restaurant with Yasmin, and she is against selling alcohol, so this could cause some problems. We will see Kevin and Abby attend a court hearing about Abby's adoption for Jack. Abby recently offered to adopt Kevin's son Jack in hopes of becoming a tighter family unit together. But Abby still feels guilty over cheating on Kevin, and it is quite apparent in the way she has been acting lately. One of the hurdles that Abby has to overcome for the adoption process is to attend a custody hearing, so Abby and Kevin head to the court. Abby pleads her case well, and she tells the court how she wants a fresh start as a family with Kevin and Jack. Unfortunately, Abby has had a rollercoaster history with her own children in the past, so I don't think that will help her win any favour in the court. After they had supposedly broke up in last week's episodes, Amy and Jacob are spending a lot more time together. With Amy's father Steve clearly making his feelings known about Jacob, Jacob tries his best to stay positive and keep in contact with Amy. It seems as though they are still a couple despite their brief split. They both agree that the best course of action will be to keep their relationship a secret from Amy's parents for the time being, because if her dad Steve found out that Amy was still hanging out with Jacob, there would be even more problems. After still feeling extremely guilty about cheating on Kevin, Abby feels she has to confide in someone. She decides to talk to Kevin's ex-wife Sally, and she tells her about everything that's going on, including cheating on Kevin. Even though Abby must feel good getting the secret and stress out to someone else, she is unaware that the phone she is speaking on is connected to the car speaker through Bluetooth. This is the same car that Kevin is currently sitting in, meaning that he can hear the whole conversation. And this is the moment where Kevin finds out that his wife Abby cheated on him. Ever since Yasmin invited Stu to live with her as a house guest, they have been seen getting closer and closer. In this scene, we can see them sitting around a fire with a bottle of wine. Yasmin recently cut ties with her grandchildren after she learnt about the money laundering in her own restaurant, so Stu being around really helps her during this time in her life. Once again, Sarah and Adam are fighting. This time it's over Lydia, so it seems that Lydia's plan to drive them both apart seems to be working very well. They can be seen arguing and shouting at one another in the street, and it seems like their relationship is in a very toxic place at the moment. Lydia hears the news of Sarah and Adam's relationship troubles, and she seems pleased about it. Lydia has been concocting a few evil ideas over the last few episodes to get Sarah and Adam to split, even going as far as trying to make it look like she and Adam are having a secret affair behind Sarah's back. Coming up on Friday's episode on the 25th of February, Lydia reveals to Sarah that she and Adam are having an affair. After a long build-up and a lot of suspicious mind games by Lydia, she finally sits down with Sarah and admits she and her husband are together behind her back. Sarah really doesn't seem to believe it at first, but Lydia's explanations make it sound almost believable. She has been slowly planting the seeds in Sarah's mind over a couple of weeks that something strange might be going on, but I don't think Sarah had any idea that this was happening. When Adam gets home, the arguments kick off as Sarah confronts him over the affair allegations Lydia is claiming. Lydia has made such a compelling case for this to be true, but Adam insists to his wife Sarah that there is nothing happening between him and Lydia. Adam is furious, and rightly so. As viewers, we know that everything Lydia is claiming is a complete lie. Sarah seems quite confused and overwhelmed by the whole situation and doesn't really know who to believe anymore. I wonder if Sarah will believe her husband. As Kevin has accidentally heard the truth about his wife Abby's affair, Imran is worried that he has exposed the fact that the affair was with him. Imran goes to the car garage and begins questioning Abby about what exactly Kevin has been told. Just as they are discussing it, Imran's wife Toya approaches. It's unclear if she has overheard their conversation, but Imran seems flustered and tries changing the subject quickly. It seems like it's only a matter of time now until it's revealed that Imran was Abby's one-night stand. But for now, Imran's trying to save himself and hide it from his wife Toya. Craig starts his new job at the Underworld factory alongside his girlfriend Faye. Craig recently quit the police force as he felt his oath as a police officer was tainted when he was forced to lie to keep his girlfriend Faye and roommate Emma out of trouble. He tries to be optimistic about the new job, but it's clear to Faye that he is miserable and he misses being a police officer. We finally find out why Stu was so keen to buy the cheap wine from Dev outside the shop. He visits Steve and reveals that he swapped out the cheap wine for the expensive wine in the Barlow's house. Stu apologizes and seems to feel bad about what he did. Stu seems like he is doing anything to try and impress Yasmin at the moment. Steve listens to his apology and doesn't seem too bothered. If you made it this far into the video, which storyline are you most looking forward to watching next week? Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe for more soap videos.